Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed DR, and this is Langrisser Mobile. So, I went through and got the new characters up and running. I think I will actually try using Elaine even at 4 stars. We'll just see how it goes. But for right now, let's do some awakenings. The collab characters are actually pretty easy to get up and running since you don't actually have to do their time rifts, or sorry, Gate of Fates, to actually unlock all of their bonds. So gear-wise, going with Demon Slayer, went with Arcane Battleguard for the extra fixed damage procs, and then of course went with Breeze and Apex Boots. Agnes is completely maxed out on casting patterns. Elaine needs 2 more levels of accessory, and then she'll be up to speed. Skill-wise, she does have a few exclusives. She does have Kaleido Fencer, which is a 2-range single target attack that does include melee soldiers, does 1.4 times, and before and after battle it will do fixed damage. So it's designed for her kit, so she can get as many procs as possible. So with this on top of like Arcane Battleguard, and if you were to include like a Twilight Star, that would essentially be like 5 procs of damage, which is pretty crazy. She also has Lohengrin. Sorry if I mispronounced it. 3 span AoE within 3 range, hits multiple enemies, 0.3 times AoE damage, dispels 1 buff, and the unit will gain an immunity to attack reduction. Nothing too special, to be honest. And then the last thing is Silvery Cross. 6 range line AoE, single line, 0.2 times AoE damage, and silences passives for 2 turns, which is pretty nice. The main thing about this is you can use it to just proc your Tempered Resolve if you need it, and then that leaves you with Kaleido Fencer and then your 3C as your other options for actually going in and killing things. Or you can go 3C and then another AoE if you want to go that route. In any case, let's go ahead and dive right into this. I'm not confused anymore. Elaine the Bracer fights for the justice in her heart. Alright then. Oh, and her factions are time and strategic. I don't remember what her 3rd faction is, but those were the reason why I can actually use her is because she has strategic now. Alright, infantry. Okay, we'll take giant lizards then and go from there. Alright, so with this I can do that. So I got 2 stacks there because I did 2 opportunities of damage. Luckily my stacks can't get stolen. Alright, and then I actually have to hit you, so I'll hit you. That was with just a normal attack, not too bad. Oh yeah, and then the free character is this guy, Vaughn, or whatever it is. I don't really know anything about him. I've never seen him in a match, ever. Boink. Oh, and the class I went with has less HP and defenses, but it has a much higher skill, and so that goes better with the demon slaying sword. Also, once you hit a certain number of stacks, you do get extra mobility. I'm not sure where it says that though. Oh, I think it's part of our 3C. I think this is just a breeze proc. Alright, quick and easy. I think they toned down the difficulties of these battles. That, or it's just the fact that the casting patterns really make a difference. Alright, next. I will cut through the confusion of the past and uphold the determination of the Sword Maiden. Alright, so we have Florentia, Vaughn, and Agnes. What is she using? She's using infantry troops, and she pretty much has the same kit as me. Alright, good to know. So I can hit you from here already. I know nothing about your kit. Gains boost and precaution, okay. Okay. So if I were to do this now, okay, it does that. Not sure how to react to this. So if I don't do anything, I'll actually gain stacks. So let's move a step back just to get out of AoE range. I'll get us 3 stacks there. Not expecting any damage there, I just needed to do this so I can get the cooldown reduction from this. Okay. Alright, cool. I have wolf troops, which ain't great. For 2 turns and can attack again after using this skill. So, like this. Yeah, boost and precaution. That's so weird. What a weird skill. Also, why do you have self? Oh, I know why you have self-raising. It's because of Agnes. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, nice. Fixed damage took care of the self-res. So your stuff's on cooldown, yours is not. Okay, coin bullet. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, not too bad. I'm so used to the old Awakening battles where your character is just so underpowered compared to the opposition. Alright. So we get Knights of Hysteria. Alright. Okay, so passive of +2 mobility whenever you have any stacks of heroism, which is pretty much after your first action. When forced into battle by physical attacks, physical damage taken decreases based on how much higher your skill is compared to your enemy, up to 80%, which is kind of insane. But I have no idea what the ratio is. Can only trigger again after 2 turns. And then it's a single target 2 range attack at 1.8 times. It includes melee troops, deals fixed damage that ignores immunity once to enemies within 3 units. 3 enemy units within 2 blocks, and then the damage is equal to 1 times character's attack. And you immediately gain 4 stacks of heroism upon defeating an enemy. So not too shabby at all. Okay. So 8,000 power for you. And then Agnes here. Alright, her kit. So just put a bunch of AoEs on her. She doesn't really... The only single target attack she has is one blade. But the main thing here is her 7 range glow hammer, which is very easy to spam. And then her... she has... So yeah, the hammer itself does 0.3 times. It's only 1 square, or sorry, 1 ring. But anytime you do it, it will reduce ally cooldowns if it does damage. So it's pretty easy to spam. And then her other unique is 3-line AoE that's 6 range, 0.33 times damage. Super effective against Mage and Holy, which is pretty common nowadays, especially with Lightbringer. And it will debuff attack, int, and magic defense, which is pretty handy. And then her troop choices, she has a pretty decent variety. I go Shrine Maidens, so she can tank hits. For right now, her kit, I'm using Red Moon, Tenyos, and Swordsmith metal, so I can be immune to fixed damage and silence. And of course, I went with clocks for this. Even if I'm just spamming the hammer, the clock just means I can do it again right after one after the other. This also guarantees that she does damage more often than not, so she can proc her passive heal. So here we go. Challenge. Oh, I didn't read that. Let me fix that. I'm going to follow the clues left by my great-grandfather to unlock the mysteries of Orbit. Whatever that means. I don't play the Trails games. Okay. Alright, so... Well, most of these I'm going to be able to kill pretty quickly. So if I go to here... And then I can just hit you from a distance. Bonk. And bonk. Yeah, the other two being demon class is unfortunate for them. And I can't see because there's a cat in front of me. Yeah, see that range? It's just ridiculous. And it's 0.3 times damage, which is kind of that's standard AoE damage. Definitely, and I got a clock proc there, so I can just hammer them again. So yeah, you can just whittle them down. And since a lot of the boxes I've been dealing with don't bring healers, or they have just only Rose and Seal who I'll ban, I can kind of just freely peck away at them with this character. Really, really handy. Our time spent together has given me courage and resolve. I will protect what I care about. Indeed. Alright, so similar stuff as before. My opponent is using Holy Missile instead. Not a bad idea. We'll stick with what we have though. One thing I could bring with her is I could bring Mass Resist or Mass Protect, but I'm not going to. Oh, she does have another single target. She does have Holy Word. You know, well, no, I'm not going to bring it. The only reason I'm not going to bring it is because I'm using Shrine Maidens, and Shrine Maidens don't do any damage. Can I do it from here? Yeah, I can. We're just gonna spread out. We'll see how this plays. And bonk. Okay, nothing there. Okay. No surprises there. Okay, got them. Let's try AoE. Okay, it's a targeted AoE. Got it. She's not gonna be able to do anything. Yeah, I can just leave her alone. Oof. I'm gonna die. Nope, she lived. Good for her. Alright. I did get a clock proc, so that's helpful. But instead we're gonna do this. That's gonna hurt. Okay, that's not too bad. You're just gonna die. Okay, that works out. Phew, no damage. Well, you're gonna die. Nope, you're still alive. Okay. Not sure how I pulled that off. Oh, here's the... there's the extra action. She's maxed, She only needed 7 stacks to actually proc her act again. That's the main reason why I shouldn't use her in PvP right now. In any case, blast away. God, you just don't do any damage. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can make this work, but there isn't. Okay, you're dead. Yeah, just across the entire map I can just pelt away. There we go. Bit messy, but it'll work. Alright, so we get Brilliant Halo. Alright. No more of that, and we can take this instead. Alright, so whenever an ally when other allies gain near death, the skill cooldown decreases by 1. When you use it, it will heal everybody within range. It's self-only, but it has a 4 span. Dispels 2 debuffs. It applies heal over time and increases damage, and it removes the near-death effect. So this is the main draw for it. So as people get hit and get their self-res, you use this to get rid of the near-death and get them back up and running. And if you have this on cooldown, it'll gradually get off cooldown just purely because of other people getting hit by it. So pretty nice. It'll be nice to try them out. As for the box, we can go ahead and drop. We're gonna go ahead and drop Sophia. Place her with Agnes. If I can find her, there she is. And Marielle, drop Marielle for the time being for Elaine. At the very least, she could possibly ban bait. So save that. And that'll be the box for the time being, unless I change my mind. Like, if Elaine doesn't work out, I'll just bring back Marielle. It's not a huge deal. And if they do try to focus down my healers, Elaine is enough of a passive healer that I can probably be okay for the time being, especially with the other characters that also provide passive healing. Anyway, that is it for me. I am Data Prestito. This was Langrisser. I'll see you guys next time.